guys, it's Jeanette with Our Background Creations. Come on in. Tonight we're going to do a wood project with some good old 4x4s. So come on in, let me know that you're here. At least say hi. I know some people just like to watch, but I love to say hi to my viewers. Okay. Just gotta find my comments here. Nope. Come on, Mr. Facebook. Oh, might be going now. Dilly-dallying around. And nope, that's yesterday's video. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There we go. Click on this and finally get my comments going. Hi Tracy, hi Debbie, hi Shauna and Candy, Darla, Kathleen. How's everybody doing tonight? See, it's Tuesday. Our weather's not been too hot, but it's been a little hot. Come on, give me my comments. There we go. Wow. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate you. Hi, Mary Schneider. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Okay. Carol, I love you. Hey, Brenda. So tonight we have some 4x4s. Every year in the fall, he cuts me up 1 or 2 4x4s for sets of... I do a lot of presents at Christmas time, and they are, so this is now we know if you haven't messed with wood, a 4x4 is actually 3.5 by 3.5, and then it's 4 inches tall. Hi, Belinda. And then this one is 6. You would think I would know them by now. I think this one's 9. Yep, 9. And then in 2 of them, I have drilled holes. You'll see on that here in just a second. But I hope everybody's had a good night. Make sure to sprinkle me out. You had a very busy day. Listen, my husband leaves in the morning. Whatever time he leaves, I head upstairs. And today I think it was about 9 o'clock. So I got some tags here. I got lots of stuff staged around. But first thing, we gotta get some paint on these babies. So we are just gonna use some Waverly Antique wax. Nothing big. I do kind of paint it on. Some people, ooh, I gotta get me some more rags. I buy the bag of rags from, I think it's Menards. Lowe's has them too. They look like t-shirts. But I'm gonna paint. I know I brought my paintbrushes in here because I washed them. I don't know. Who knows? Well, thank you, Belinda, for the stars. Hi, Pamela. Did you guys see what I finished today? I'm so proud of her. I have to show her off. I don't want to get any paint on her, though. Isn't she so cute? I got her mouth on. I got the beads in. She's a pumpkin head doll. These feet were a pain in the butt. I did it. They were a pain in the butt to stuff. But she is so cute. Hi, Ruth. All right, we're going to get some Waverly wax on here. Now, if you want to stain them, you can. Your end grain, where you cut, or hubby cut, is going to soak up a lot of paint. And for sake of the movies, we're not going to do the bottom. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I know she's so cute. I have a Stumpy doll. Stumpy is, they don't have legs. And I think I'm going to make that one. That'll probably be what I make this year for dolls. I do like them, though. Well, not this year. For pumpkins. I have a gingerbread girl that I'm going to make for Christmas. And a snowman. Gingerbread girl and a snowman. I got too many irons in the fire But I gotta have something to do when they're drying. Thank you. If I have time, I'm gonna make some, put them on the website. I will not be teaching her how to put her together or how to do her. I gotta watch which pattern, you know, there's some people that don't want you to do that, so. The pattern came from, it's a weird name. It's not one, this is the first year I found her. Her name's Carrie. It's in my post where they came from. Oh, it might have been Liberty Creek. Hi, Joan. How are you? So we're not going to do the bottom right now, just so I can set it and not have to worry about it. So I do have some water-based stains that dry pretty quick. When I'm on a live, I usually do pick the Waverly. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. And I always make the first one pretty much how the creator did it. I foresaw some things happening, so I kind of changed a couple things when constructing it. Everybody does things differently. What did everybody have for supper? We had breakfast. We had bacon and eggs and hash browns. We like breakfast for supper. The cat was going nuts. She kept sniffing in the kitchen. I think she smelled the bacon. Yes, I cheated. It was microwave bacon. Okay. So got that one. The Waverly Antique Wax looks just like stain. I do have from Lowe's, it's a Valspar. It's a more of a walnut. I don't know, like a reddish walnut. You too? Yeah. Growing up, Mom made hamburger gravy and biscuits, and I didn't like it growing up. Of course, there's a lot of things I eat now that I didn't eat when I was a kid. Like, I love radishes and green onions. Turnips, I love turnips. Raw. And here's the big one. You can do this with a wet wipe, too, if you want. I just soon brush it on. I know. When the kids were all here, you know, we had 6 kids at home at one point. I would do a lot of breakfast casseroles, and then they would just scoop it out and make burritos, or just eat it, you know, on a plate, whatever they wanted. Because when you have preteen and teenagers, they eat a lot. Sometimes, some things I have to make 2, you know, double the recipe. And I still find myself, I still double my spaghetti sauce because my son loves my spaghetti sauce. It's simple. It's not like all secret or nothing, but it's sweet. I do like a sweet. Now, Courtney, one of my stepkids, she's like, can you pull some out before you add the sugar? She just didn't like it with all the sugar. And I'm like, yep. But then I usually, if my son isn't around or whatever, I just put it in the freezer. But we would make like eggs, ground sausage, cheese, sometimes green peppers. Gonna make a little, whatever you get a burrito at McDonald's, other than the little red pepper things, or piment, I don't know what they are. But I would just bake it in the oven. There we go. Okay. So let's just put a little bit of heat on. Let's do the little one first. Turn the power strip on. I have 2 power strips of things that I use. I just hit the whole power strip to make sure I turn everything off, because I have left my glue gun on. I left my glue pot on one time, and it was hot the next morning. Nope, didn't do the bottom. Just want to make sure that they're a little dry. He sanded these for me because now 4x4s don't do treated. You're not supposed to use treated wood in the house. I've seen a lot of creators that use it. I won't sell it. If I want to use a piece of treated wood and put it in my house, you know, I'll do it. But I don't do anything I sell. We'll do another set of these at Christmas time. We'll do Christmas packages. I always do that every year. I think this will be my 3rd or 4th year I've done them. Pretty simple, but I sell them for like $35 a set. See that light flicker? Alright, so we're going to do the little one first. What did I have for her? Let's see. Oh, she's getting a candle. No, that one's getting a candle. We're doing different toppers on these. So I just want to make sure. The hole's drilled at 3/8, but the things that I have were bigger, so I had to kind of use a chisel and whittle away a little bit. We'll have to pound those in. Okay, so I want to paint them. I don't want to paint them brown. Paint them green? Let's paint them green. Oh, there's my paintbrushes. See, I knew I washed them and brought them in here. Okay. So I'm just going to leave. No. I'm thinking here. I know smokes are rolling, right? Well, I didn't need that big of a brush, but we're doing Waverly Moss green. I love this green. It's a green that you can use like in spring, in Farmhouse, country decor. So I wanted to do all the tops different. Floyd got these pegs for a certain project, but then they were too big. Hi, Heidi from Minnesota. Hey, Angie, how are you? Oh, that's right. Maybe I should have left them in there, because now I don't want to set them down on their edge. We're going to set it right in, just barely in there, and then we'll have to touch it up. Now, don't worry about that green I got on here, because that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to dry brush different colors on them. So it's no big deal that I got paint on the brown. Not at all. This is a little finial. There's an Amish. The town that has the Amish store where the fabric I get has a big woodworking store. Do I have celery? I've been really trying not to buy tons and tons of paint, because we all know it goes bad. But when the kids were here a couple years ago, when I had 6 grandkids, I bought the big, like this size of the apple barrel, the red, the white, blue, green, yellow, orange. Yes, I haven't finished it up here. He's not finished, but I wanted to get him off the drying table. Next door in my grandkids' room is kind of a slash storage room. That's where I keep some finished projects, and I have a table set up that I dry things on, and then I can just take it down when they're not here, because there's hardwood floors in there. I only have one grandkid that really likes to come to grandma's. You know, all the other ones are much older and have jobs and boyfriends and girlfriends. But yeah, I have to finish that one. I might go live and finish that one. And then this one's a candle cup. So that one doesn't, it'll get screwed on. So like in the middle, there is a hole. And then I also have a grubby candle to go into it. Thank you. He's big. There ain't no way I'm teaching how to do that. The pattern came from... You have to go look on my Facebook page. I've been trying to put on there where, if I didn't put it on there, just send me a message. I'll send it to you. But it's a lot. And it took... Because I stuffed things with pillows, and it took a pillow and a half. So, there is things I will change how I... Because you have to paint the inside. Well, I'm painting the inside if I make another one before I make it around. He's cute. He's a little scary. Okay, I'm just going to set my candle cup over here. Doo-doo-doo. So we have, so that's going here. I got green on my, all over my glove. I don't really like wearing gloves, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I have paint on my hands every day. Every day. Because I'm painting something. Today I was, somebody ordered a witch hat and some candy corns painted here in town. So I was trying to get the candy corns done. Okay, so this is just all about dry brushing. You know, we dry brushed the little Halloween ghost last night. Thanks, Darla. Yeah, he's big. In fact, I gotta move a book to get him up there. There we go. Yeah, so he's big, and I got black and spots that I didn't want to, and you know, the first time you make something doesn't always go perfect, and I don't really like how I had to do the teeth, but I followed the instructions. But it's nice and crunchy and stuffed. It is full. I did sew the top on where she didn't. But the babies could like knock it over and it wouldn't hurt. So it is soft. He's big. He's pillow and a half. The 344 pumpkins from, or pillows from Walmart is what I use. A pillow and a half. Because you really want to stuff things like that really firm. You don't want to like scrimp on it. So we're going to just... Okay, Jeanette, this one I have Waverly Pumpkin. How fitting. Hey, Jamie. Thank you. So I told my husband I need a bigger shelf. I'm running out of room to put all my stuff. I have gnomes up above. You know me. I like gnomes. I don't like them as much as I used to. I think I might overtake that shelf up there for stuff I make. Might leave a couple of the gnomes out. I have a couple that people sent me, some friends, some viewers. Gnomes used to, I mean, they're still popular, but they're not as popular. Some of them look a little quirky. But we are making 4x4 wooden pumpkins. You really can't go wrong with this, other than I wouldn't do a crisscross on the sides unless that's the look that you're going for. Okay, so there's the orange. And then I have Plaster by Waverly. I'm a Waverly girl. Don't want that one. Yep, I got my buddy down here. He's keeping me company. I did like how the top turned out though. The black bled through where the seams are, and that turned out really cool. Thank you, Jamie. But I think my favorite is still my little pumpkin head girl. Did you used to make custom home one? Or I never got into making them. I made signs, and I made a lot of gnome signs. And now this is all about layering, so I'm going to go over everything with plaster, and then I'm going to go with green. And if you don't want to go over everything, you just want to kind of leave it in splotches, or you want to go over everything and just keep layering, excuse me, your colors. Sometimes I like a little dark spot in there. And then I always put my white or my lightest color in with the first or second, because usually I use 3 or 4 colors. But I always save it out because you might want to lighten things up a little bit. Looks like it's still got black in it. And you can highlight with whatever you want. You know, whether you want just one color or 2 colors. Actually, I had made these last year too. And I brought in some of the totes that have saleable merchandise in them that I take over to the store that we have a room in. And I still have one of these left. So I went down and see what colors I used. Jamie's been making some really, really cute quilt blocks. See, now I got too much green there, so I'll have to go back over it with another color. So it's like faultless. You can't really make a mistake. If you do, you can let it dry if you want to, or make it, dry it with a heat tool. I feel weird when I go live on YouTube, which I don't very often, but I have been at least once a month. You can say more things over there on YouTube than you can on Facebook, which is okay. But when I talk about heat tool or stuff like that, or glue tool, people around me are like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I can't say that, pew pew on Facebook. So I think I'm just going to use, I was going to do like a burnt sienna, but I think with the orange, I'm just going to leave it at 3. So I did get, where's my white one? Or my plaster. So of the light colors, so we have plaster, we have ivory, and we have, there's folk art sheepskin. I have all 3 of those, but I kind of want to just pick one and use it. I don't want to have all of them because they're so close. So my green one there, I just added some more and it kind of toned it down a little bit. And I think I'll go over it with just a tad bit orange, just to bring that back out. Now when it makes it lighter, like a pastel, that doesn't bother me because it's just another hue. There, that's a lot better. Got more orange in it. But you just go and go and go until, whoa, That's a lot of orange. Until you're happy with it. And then I'll do the bottoms later. It's just as easy to not do them now. So my candle cup is what's going on this one. I'm just gonna eyeball it. The other ones I actually drew the square and drilled the hole. I didn't pre-drill this, so I'm gonna hope that it goes in. I got a 1 1/4 inch screw. Oh yeah. Nice. So we got a candle cup. Now you can put things around it. We're gonna kind of leave it alone right now while it dries. Where are we at here? 25 minutes? Because this will go in here. Oh, and it actually works. Love it. I got one up there in my star, but I forgot to put batteries in it. Okay, so we're gonna put this one off to the side. And then let's do the baby. The baby's got the finial. Now I'm gonna have to, let's move. I don't need this. This I think I got at Walmart. It was like $4 or $5. You know, it's a cookie rack, but they make nice drying racks too. So, here's my hammer, but I've already painted it. So we're gonna put something on top. That's fine. So I didn't put any glue in there because they're so tight. It's not coming out. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. Now, I probably shouldn't have put that in there now, but I wanted to show it to you because it'll be a little harder to do the top. You know, the things that you do, and then hindsight's 20/20 and go, oh, I shouldn't have done it that way. Now, I did orange first. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, that's a lot. What you do, thank you. Go to Pinterest. I just, you know, and I did these last year, and last year I used just little wood stems or sticks, you know, cut off. And this year I thought, well, I have a big bin of finials and feet and all kinds of stuff. Woodpeckers. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people know about woodpeckers. Hey, Busby. Thank you. Busby! It's almost done. It's almost done. Let's get some on top here. So see if you put your finial in or whatever you're doing. I got a lot of white on this. The one good thing about chalk paint is that it dries relatively quickly. Is that proper grandma? I don't have proper grandma. When I write, I can have proper grammar. Not when I talk. It is what it is. Let me rephrase that. When I'm just chit-chatting, I don't have proper grammar. If I'm at a job or something, or, you know, a professional place, I can curtail my my country grammar. I used to drive truck. I don't think hardly any of you know that, but I actually have my CDL. I drove with my first husband. I've kept my CDL over the years just because I paid so much money for it back then. But I've had a CDL since I was 21, 1991. I just told my age. Now the green. I'm not going to do the great big one because I want to show you how I want to finish them a little bit. But I actually drove semi for just a couple years. So I kicked that man to the curb. He was no good. No good. So I like the mesh of, and you can even use some burgundy in here, or I was going to use burnt sienna. It is a fun fact, isn't it? Hi, Tina. Every time I go through something and they say, give us a fun fact that nobody would know about you, that is what I use. Okay, so I have Homespun. I have... I drove Schneider and I drove for Jane R. Schugel out of Minnesota. I did. And what's funny is I have been married 3 times. 3rd time's a charm. Thanks, Belinda. All my husbands have been truck drivers at some point. Now, my current husband, we've been together 21 years. He was a truck driver before me. So, and then we've got Rafia, and I've got little flowers and some wheat looking stuff. Oh, where's my pit berries? We gotta have pit berries. 10 forward, good buddy. What's a 10:31? That's what time it is. Because you know, back then we didn't have cell phones. Let's see, just looking for my pit berry toad. Okay, Mr. Pumpkin, you gotta go down. Down. Oh, good. I already got some orange and white ones. I buy garlands at Hobby Lobby when they're... Oh. Listen, that was the 90s. What happens in the 90s stays in the 90s. That's all I can say. So I buy garlands when they're on sale at Hobby Lobby, and then I tear them apart. That's what I did with the green ones with the witch's hat. And I do buy the ones on a string. Yep, it's Halloween. My husband's like, when are you going to start on Christmas? I'm like, August 1st. He thinks that's too late, and I'm like, listen, dude, you haven't even started on it, so I don't want to hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just making a candle ring, a homemade one. So what you do is tear them apart. Well, I think I need a little bit more than that. And then you put pit berries where there was just blank stem, and then you twist them together. So I think that's long enough. So I'm just going to just kind of like wrap it around, not actually make a circle. You know, it's like, oh, I like that. And this is the same garland that I have up here. I took my greenery down. Wanted a little change. Oh yeah, I always buy garlands. Your lamb's ear, always buy a garland. Unless you want those really long sticks. So we can turn him on. Ooh. Everything's a him. Her. You could be a her. Okay. So... do we want to add a homespun or... So this one's just got a finial. Thank you. Your uncle drove for Dart. And you could do it for Christmas. You could make it more Halloweenish than just fall. You can buy black candles. You can even buy the grubby candles that have like a little, symbol that lets you know what holiday it is. I tend not to use those just because, I want to be able to use them all year long. Stop messing with it, Jeanette. Okay. Do we want any homespun on this one? You think? I know. I don't think these are timers. Because I got these from my wholesaler. I don't think they were timers. I'll have to go back and look. Oh, that one's all. Listen, I learned my lesson. Do not cut your homespun ahead of time, because it frays like the dickens. I mean, I even keep it in little baggies. Let's lift this up a minute. Ooh, I love these. I love this color at fall time too. And then the one that's got these two colors, the mustard and the dark red, and then the cream. Love it. Where's my Rafia? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to get some more because I'm getting down to the, like, you know, you get the scrappies. Really? Oh, hey Sheila, I didn't see you come in. I've been yapping. So, yeah, I'm getting the scrappies. You get the real good ones, and then... Yes. Yes! So let's make a little bow. Wanna make a bow? Make a bow. I love raffia bows. I gotta get me some, listen to me. I had an English teacher that hated when we said I gotta or got to. I'm like, oh well. I didn't like her anyway. I want a messy, messy one. Okay, maybe I need a little bit longer one. I just want to get it tied. Woo! I gotta start coming on live when I'm not on Craft Around the Clock so I can have more than 45 minutes. Here lately, there's just been so many openings that I want to be able to, you know, help Tracy fill in the spots. So, is that how you tie your ribbon at Christmas time too? So what we're going to do is we're going to use our homespun for kind of some of our tails. Give it a haircut. You don't want to know how I got all the strings off of this one. It's a little lighter. Yeah, and I have the big tall windows, but we have a cat. And she doesn't like to leave my stuff in the windows alone. So I had to give up on that. She even knocked I had a little camera that's for the front door, so if anybody thinks about pirating my packages. I think we need some raffia down though. Oh yeah, I'm getting down to the herby scurbies. Here's some good. Here's some. Okay. I know, but I don't like to do that. I don't know. I get sidetracked really easy. Like, I come up here and sometimes I don't go downstairs for like hours. There's a restroom up here. Bring me a drink. And before I knew it, today it was like 1:30 and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll go down and eat some lunch. Now, I did put... If you've been with me a while, you know I did a floral design in a bedpan. That is now in my bathroom on it's like a little dresser type that I have hair stuff in. That is a truly messy bow, but you know what? I just don't care. But it's going to get a haircut. But these 4x4 blocks are so fun to make. You can make them for all seasons. I've seen them where people put like old, I've seen it with door handles, like the old porcelain type door handles or the glass ones. And then the piece where the keyhole goes in, put those on the front. Those look really cute. And I forgot to save me a piece to tie around here. But you get the gist of it. She comes in here, like if I leave my room open, well, that's going to take all my tails. Guess we'll have to get another one. She'll come in here and get greenery and all kinds of stuff. So now all my flowers are in the closet. 4-pound cat. I don't know. She's not a real big cat. She's a diluted tortoiseshell. She can be meaner than all get out though. Come back. Yes, I know this is a messy, messy bow, and that's okay. Right? I think I only got about 3 more candle cups. You can get the candle cups at Hobby Lobby. I think that's where these came from, but you can get them at Woodpeckers. Woodpeckers is online on Amazon too. I'll give them a haircut later. I might twist a couple of these together so it stays. Oh, there's going to stay up one, but I think it's a little wild child. We'll probably redo that, but you get the idea. Isn't that so cute? And then we have this one. Oh, I don't want them to all look the same. I think Walmart has colored raffia, don't they? Like a little package of it. You love the messy bow? Thank you. It matches my house. Now, I spent 2 hours cleaning today in my room. Well, in the rooms. If you were with me for the craft room reveal, I showed you 2 of the rooms. Floyd refused to clean his up. He's not been up there as much. So it kind of got, if you want to hide something, just throw it in Floyd's room. I don't think I made it long enough. So it's really nice when you put finials or something in the middle of a block, then that you could tie everything to it. And then I just want just a couple. I gotta find me, I was looking today, does anybody know where you can get all black pip berries? Ow! Hi, Nita. I'm making noises. So I just wrap that around the bottom. Probably put a dab of glue. Yeah, we're hot. Well, I'll probably do some zhuzh. Yep, not Skippy's room or the grandkids' room, because I think I put all the extra stuff in the grandkids' room. We even have a hallway that's wide enough that I can have a bookshelf, and it's got craft supplies on it, but it's got a lot of the grandkids' stuff on it. Though I ought to put it up because they don't play with the Legos and all that good stuff. So you get the idea that you can just, I'm really liking this one. I really am. But when you get them all in a grouping, And that's why I wanted the middle one. Even you could even do the small one with the candle, because I didn't want it to be real tall with a big one. Oh, I think my granddaughter was going to do that. I don't know if it was on there or not. I don't remember. But you can, you know, do wherever you want. You can hang beads off of them. Lots of homespun. But if you're not part of Craft Around the Clock, make sure you go join. We do lots of amazing things over there. Lots of ideas, lots of people, lots of chit chat, and lots of love. So if you're not following me, I would appreciate it. I need less than 300 to get to 10,000 here on Facebook. I am so grateful over the last couple weeks of everybody that has come and shown me some love. I was just like in tears one night when I gained like 2,000 followers in like 3 days. So I really, really appreciate it. It means more to me than you will ever know. And I will see you for Fun Friday night. Have a great night. Make sure you see the next creator. Bye.